So let's take a look at some other things that management needs to do on a certificate server. Let's go ahead and go to our demo. Let's right-click on certificates right here and click Properties. Now in the Properties, we have the enrollment agent. We just configured auto-enrollment a few minutes ago. Usually this agent is applied to all certificates, but I want to do some restrictions, and I can do that by selecting the restriction here. The warning is saying that this feature applies to 2008 servers and later. So if this CA server is on a server older than that, this will cause me some issues. But we're fine right now. I'm going to go ahead and add an agent from the Active Directory. So now the agent could be a user account. So I'm going to keep it on, everyone, just to show you the concept. Now, X user or X agent is tied to a certain template, which is added here. So everyone is a manager for all templates. All right, and there we go. Now I'm going to change that. Let's say I'm going to say X user or X agent is a manager for the copy of user account. And let's add the administrator. And there we go. I'm going to fix my stuff here so the administrator is the manager for copy of user. All right, now that everyone has it, I'm going to remove it. So the administrator account or whichever agent you specified is the manager for copy of user. All is still here, so let's remove that. Now it's good. Here is the permission. You can change the permissions to match what you need, but here you can specify which agent is responsible for each or for the certificate templates. By default, auditing is not enabled. It's good to start the auditing for what you need. Backup and restore, change configuration, and so on. Another very important thing here is the recovery agent. This is very important. Do the following when a certificate request includes key archival. So if the certificate request includes the key archival, and if the user or the server who is requesting the certificate is requesting also to archive its private key, then the action will happen. Archive the key, and you at least need a key recovery agent certificate. You need to add their certificate to be used to recover those keys. What's happening now is a user has requested the certificate and we have archived this key. This user has lost his certificate somehow. We need to unlock his encrypted data. We can use this certificate that's added here as a certificate for recovery, and we will call it recovery agent. So I'm going to use this one. There is the station authority. We can create another certificate that is only for recovery. This is best practice, but for now I'm going to say OK and click apply, and we are good to go. We also have here certificate managers who are the managers for this certificate, and we have administrator, we have domain admins, we have enterprise admins. These are all the default. We can add or change the templates that these people can manage. That's good here. And we have one more thing to give you a quick idea about the policy module. Now, if you remember, when we were configuring the services for CA, one of these features or services was for the policy module. So if you are willing to go really deep, you can specify policies for each certificate template. All you have to do is click Property here and follow the settings in the template. All right, otherwise, automatically issue the certificate or set the certificate request to pending, and then the administrator must issue the certificate. It means you must go to the pending request and approve the certificate, so don't forget to do that. All right, keep it as it is. The default tool issues the service or certificate automatically. Now we have a set of policies that we can select and we can apply on the certificate template. So these policies that we are talking about, you can, you have to go to Manage. Here we go, and we must go to something that can accept policies like this user. Okay, so where is this policy? Where can you change this? Policy, if you go to Issuance Requirement, and instead of requesting a CA certificate manager approval, you select the number of authorized signatures. You specify the policies that are to be used in order to accept or issue the certificate. I know that's not our subject here. I just wanted to give you a heads up, and you can learn a little bit more about it and check it out if you want. Okay, another important thing to do here is back up your CA. If I right-click here and choose All Tasks, I can back up the CA. Next, back up my private key and back up my database, my location. You specify location. You can browse. I'm just going to put it on C and put here Cert Backup. Click Next. Yes, create the directory, and put your password to secure it. All right, so next, and there we go, and we're good to go. Now, if something happens and we lose this server, we must have the backup somewhere else so we can restore the CA and all its configuration from this backup. So right-click, restore. Do you want to stop this service now? I'm not going to stop it. I don't have any other options, so restore the CA. Yes, that's fine. And next, you browse the private key and the database. All right, browse for the location where we have our backup, and that's it. Click Next, put the password, and you are ready to go. Click Next and finish, and the restore will be complete. It's pretty easy, really, to back up the CA, but make sure that you secure it with a strong password and the directory where you have this backup is also secured and off this server. You don't really want it to be on the server because if you have lost a server, well, you've lost the backup as well, and what's the point of having a backup if it's sitting right next to the original? So put it somewhere else, put it somewhere safe, and secure it with a strong password so no one can restore it to his or her own system and compromise all of your certificates.